All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Gracie Francisco, and I am a program manager for 10,000 Degrees. You might be wondering why we are coming to you from the computer. Obviously, everybody is currently practicing distance learning right now, and so 10,000 Degrees is also doing that. We had some presentations scheduled for our new juniors later this semester, which we don't think we're going to be able to do in person. And so we decided that we're going to do them on the computer. So I'm actually here virtually with Gladys Cortez, who is another one of our program managers. And I'm going to have her introduce herself before we get started.
Hi, everyone. Like Gracie said, my name is Gladys Cortez. I'm the program manager at Petaluma in West Marin. And I'm really excited to be with you here remotely to deliver the content that we promised you all we were going to do for you in the spring semester.
Yeah. So Gladys and I actually both started at 10,000 Degrees as students before we started working here, which is pretty cool. We graduated from Marin County High Schools and then went off to college. Gladys went to College of Marin and then graduated from UC Berkeley. And then I graduated from UC Santa Cruz. And we both started at 10,000 Degrees in the fellowship program. So the fellows are people that some of you may have met already. And some of you have maybe met virtually or you're going to meet very soon. The fellows are the ones who are on campus most often. A lot of times you'll find them hanging out in the College and Career Center or in the counseling office. And they're the ones who are really there to help guide you through the application process during your senior year. They're also going to be participating in the summer intensive with us. So you're going to get to know them very well. And we'll have some slides towards the end, just identifying which fellows work in which region so you can kind of figure out who you're going to be working with. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get started with the presentation. Today, we're talking about your senior year and how do you get prepared. There are certain things that you can do during your junior year to help make your start of your senior year a little bit smoother. So we're going to go ahead and take you through. First of all, just to give you guys an idea of what we're going to be talking about, we have our agenda here. So these are just a couple things that we're going to be chatting about. We're going to be talking about basically what to expect this spring. So one thing that we do want to review with you all is A through G classes. Many of you have probably heard this terminology before. Some of you maybe haven't, but these are the classes that you're going to need to take in order to be eligible to go straight to a four-year. If that's something that you're interested in, that's definitely not a requirement of our program, but we do want to make sure you have that information. We're also going to be talking about the SAT and ACT and what to expect with that later this semester. We're going to be talking about the various applications for different universities and colleges. And then we're going to talk about building your college list and what your personal statements are going to entail. And at the very end, too, we're going to have a little activity for you to all complete and share with us. And that will indicate that you participated, quote unquote, in this presentation. All right, Gladys.
So spring 2020 is going to look a little different than what we all expected, depending on what happens in the next few weeks. But as for right now, these are the things that we believe you should be focusing on. So as most of you might have already found out, if you have already started signing up for the SAT or the ACT, the tests for the spring semester have been postponed or canceled. But we still would like you to, when it becomes available, to start signing up for the SAT and ACT dates. There's still one in June for you to be able to sign up. They're not postponing that one just yet. So if you haven't signed up for one, we encourage you to sign up for that one. We also expect some dates to come out in the next few weeks for the summer that are the ones that are going to be for you to make up the ones that were canceled for the spring semester. But we're going to go over, for those of you who might not know what the SAT and ACT are and why they're important, we're going to go over those with you in a bit. We also highly encourage you all to continue to pass your classes and get the best grades that you can. We understand that with distance learning that has become a little bit more challenging for some of you, maybe because of internet access or other resources like having a device at home. So we encourage you all to please reach out to us, to your fellows and 10,000 Degrees staff, to let us know if there's any way that we can continue to support you with that and connect you to any resources. But the most important part is that you continue to pass your classes. If you are focusing on going to a four-year college, remember that you have to pass those with a C or better. And we'll also get into that in a little bit. What we're going to do after this workshop is that you're going to be begin creating your college list. So as we've been speaking to some of you during your intake meetings, we know that you already have a couple colleges in mind, but we want to make sure that you have a robust list of colleges that you want to apply to before the fall semester. So we are here to help you with that. And then lastly, during your spring semester for the next few months, we encourage you to maintain your relationships with the teachers who you would want to write your letters of recommendation with. I think one of the things that that's silver lining of being remote right now is that you might be able to get a little bit more one-on-one support from your teacher because they're setting up those times for you to receive that help. So if you don't have a teacher in mind, particularly that you would want to ask for a letter recommendation, think of who you feel maybe the closest to, or the one that you believe knows you the best academically, and try to grow that relationship in the next few weeks.